Yo, what's up, Mitty? What's up, man? Just setting everything up real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? Alright. That's there. Open this up. Good to go. Bada bing, bada bing. Hey, bada bing, bada bing. Mitty, bro. Crazy, bro. Absolutely out of hand. AC. What's up, brother? What's up, my brother? What's up? Gotta check a few things. Gotta check a few things, you know what I'm saying, man? On me. I'll tell you what, man, I'm daggone. Dude, I'm still waiting for the fucking King of the Hill stuff to drop. What's the date on that? Does anybody know what the date of the King of the Hill dropping is? Like, dude, I need it in my life. ASAP. ASAP to Mundo. You feel me? Like, sorry, I'm doing some stuff, you know what I mean? Trying to make sure participate. Why does this never save, bro? Any duration. Save. Done. Boom. Alright, we good to go. I got. Alright. How's everybody doing, man? What's up, you guys? All right, let's take a look at what we got. Let's see what we finished with yesterday. August 4th, 2025. What is it? What is that? Landon. What's good, my dude? Check it out. There's no bass yet. Just guitar. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this is the part we need a double track. Thank you, Pam. I'm thinking of, like I said yesterday, guitar solo halfway through that part, and then blast beat section will be probably after, so it'll go like into these drums. You know what I mean? And then I think back into probably like uh what's he asking? Do you have a sis? Yeah, she's right here on the futon, bruh. She's my sister, 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 sister. So I've been talking about either selling a guitar or saving up for another guitar, potentially a 7 string. Anybody got any recommendations? Any brands? Anything that they recommend? Any recommendations for me? Comment some recommendations. I want to check out some stuff here soon. I found a few guitars that I think could be some contesters, but I don't really know exactly what I really want to get. I need to see some different options. So let's throw that down here. Ibanez 7 string guitar. You know, I've always avoided Ibanez, but maybe it's time for me to switch up and get me an Ibanez. Check it out, man. I just got back from the dentist. Ew, bro, there's like something in it. Bro, what the hell is that? There's like some brown shit in there. What the hell is that, bro? Hey, nasty. Brian and James use them exclusively in the band Korn. I've had a cheap Ibanez. I think it's still in the basement. It's a cheap Ibanez Geo. But like I said, never really been too much. Yeah. Whoa, Black Betty, Lamb of God. Whoa, Black Betty. All right, Mitty, I'll catch you. You fucking dork. You damn dork. Yeah, I know. Dude, I was looking for something, and I found these, and I was like, bro, I've had these things since Owen was like probably 4 or 5. We bought them from the 50 cent machine. Remember when those were popular? Bro, you don't ever really see the 50 cent machines anywhere anymore. Like, anytime you actually see them, it's usually, or maybe I just don't notice them, but usually when I see them, they're in like, like a pizza shop or something. Not like Domino's or something like that, but, like a local pizza place. It's always like they got the Pokemon card stickers and like bouncy balls, bubble gum, and then fake teeth or something. Bro, do you guys remember Homies? Oh my god, bro. Blast from the past. Hold up. I need to find these. Homies. Toys. Yo, it's a real thing. Let's go. Hold up. Bro. Yo, look at this girl, bro. This is like, I feel like some hardcore leftist liberal would fucking Probably be like, this is super racist. Hold on, bro. Yo, I'm buying some of these. Oh my god. If you lose one, you got to be more worried about. Yo, never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. Yo, look, bro. They even got the black guys. I thought it was always just Hispanic guys. Hey, fool. Yo, look at the Japanese guy. Yo, my god, bro. Look at the Japanese guy. They did him dirty, bro. His head is big as fucking. His eyes are like this, and it says Japan. It says Japan. It doesn't even say Japan. Oh my god. Yo. Hold up. Does any of them have a Raiders jersey? Hey, fool. Go Raiders. Hold up. These aren't homies, are they? Bro, does anybody fucking remember these? I'm ready to hear the guitar scream. In 1 second, I'm getting nostalgic. Bro, the dude with the clown makeup is crazy. I want that one right now, bro. He looks like House of a Thousand Corpses. What's his name? The guy from House of a Thousand Corpses, the Rob Zombie movie. Dude. Does nobody else remember these? Dude, I'm the only one that remembers these. That's kind of crazy. All right, let me look up one more thing. What year did Homies Toys come out? No, I don't want AI mode. No, go away. 1998. Yeah, that sounds about right. Experience growing up in California. The toys created by an artist, David Gonzalez. Okay, so it was a Hispanic dude that created them. Depicted characters from a fictional East Los Angeles borough called Queens. I don't know what that says. Inspired by his own experiences growing up in California. Yo, that's actually dope as fuck. The one with the clown, dude, that one was sick. I want that one. Hey, fool, go Raiders. Oh, you said you did. Sorry, I must have I must have missed it. I wasn't even born before those toys. I was 3 years old. Guys, I'm going to be 30 this year. How fucking crazy is that? Bro, I'm going to be old as shit, bro. Hey, fool, go Raiders. All right, let's get down to business. I need to play along with this guitar riff so that way I can actually Gen Xers here. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you probably were like teenager when those came out. Then right there, take it and make it go to yeah, that's wild to think. Yeah, you know it's crazy. Getting older is weird, man, because it kind of feels like, you know, it kind of feels like since like my body's starting to hurt all the time, but I don't feel like mentally changed since like I've been 23 or 21 or whatever. You know, it's just weird. I need to come up with the official riff for this part that's gonna have the guitar solo. I'm just debating between like a few little things, and then I'll be good to go. But I'm just sort of debating between a few different ways to play it because I don't want to get too fancy. I want to keep it simple and headbangy. And something that really helps me out with writing songs is two big things, and they're things that everybody should do if you're into music. Is first off, go fucking play or go watch a band perform, and put yourself in the scenario like, okay, if I was live and I was me or my friends and we were in the crowd, how would we fuck with this? Would we fuck with this hard or not? So I'm trying to imagine just like trying to keep this simple and like that build up, because there's going to be some slight vocals, maybe even like a chant over top of this, and then sort of go from there. So why don't we keep it simple like that for now? If I'm not feeling it after it's recorded, then we'll go ahead. So let's record a left and right track of that. And then if we're not feeling that, then we don't have to do it. But we're going to let it sort of melt in like some butter on bread. Let it settle and come back to it. I want to do like a guitar solo over top of that part, but I'm going to grab a different guitar so I have my Floyd Rose. This guitar is a hardtail, so I don't really have the option to get super crazy. And what I want to do is, I don't want to get too intricate. I just want to kind of be, sloppy and fun with it. Lots of people are still shocked. Yeah, I know, AC. It's weird, man. It's definitely weird. I mean, what's even more weird is that it was 2 weeks after the fucking show. It's like, bro, when he sang "Mama, I'm Coming Home," like he meant that shit. Like he really meant it. Like, he got all emotional on stage. Like, it's just crazy. I think when he performed his concert, that he knew he was going to leave this place. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. That it's also it seems like mentally, because like I've always been an Ozzy fan, like low key, and I always kind of keep up with stuff on the side. I even watched his son Jack's Ghost show, and then the one that he did with Ozzy, and it was just like watching Ozzy, you could tell that they had to do a lot of different editing and stuff like that, because he was just kind of lost a lot of the time. And, it sucks. He was definitely gone, and it's weird how our bodies, like, kind of hold on for the last minute. And it almost, like, in a way, seems like that show was, like, his big farewell, It was like I did my thing. I said my goodbyes, because it's something I've noticed is, when people are dying, that nothing else matters. It's just like I want to be able to talk to people, communicate, and like say goodbye and forgive. Like when you know you're going to die, it's nothing else. You would literally give anything else just to have a conversation with somebody. So it's just I don't know. it just kind of seems like that was his last thing. He was like, all right, I'm good now. Like he's probably been in a lot of pain for a long fucking time. Back ready to rock, ready to suck cock. Lots of famous people who were close to him are still shocked. Yeah. It's a weird one. I mean, with all the stuff in the past, you know, like the fake Ozzy's dead, you know, stuff from the past, and you never really feel shocked about it. I think the reason it was such a big shock for everybody, like, was because of the show. I feel like if it wasn't for the show, people would have been like, yeah, he was getting fucking old. Like, it wouldn't have been as big as it was, but because that concert was so publicized, like, obviously, diehard fans would care for sure. But, like, I mean, just his death and also that show turned a lot of people onto his music and might potentially get people into heavier genres of music, which to me is sick. No, I've never seen them live either. I think me and my mom talked one time about going to Ozfest together. 'Cause I think she's been to Ozfest. Hell yeah, Mitty. You gonna do some Nintendo covers of it? Alright, let's rock this part. Let's run through it one more time, make it official, and then let's record both tracks, alright? Let's get going. I don't know why I recorded that. I did not mean to do that. There's this little thing that I'm doing in between that I kind of want to do, and I just want to get it right before I do it. He was on no meds when he did that show. He probably smoked some weed, though. Because he has Parkinson's. And I know that people with Parkinson's, like, weed is, helps them like a motherfucker. It stops the shakes. But at the same time, Ozzy's always been, when he performs, he's always stuttered and everything else until he's on stage and singing. When he talks, you can't understand what the fuck he's saying. But as soon as it comes to singing, it's like, boom. Alright, Mitty, I'll catch you, bro. Let's record. That was almost perfect. piece by piece like that. I'll just re-record it. I messed up that one little part there. Let's go back. It's actually not the one I'm recording now. It's this one. So I need to now do that, and then we'll have the first section. Sorry, you guys. You know, I can't sit here and say that I've listened to every single Black Sabbath album, because I haven't. And I haven't listened to every single Ozzy album all the way through either. But what I can say is I've listened to a lot of Black Sabbath and a lot of fucking Ozzy. Yeah, bro, she's literally been sitting here the whole time. I thought you guys could see her. She's been there the whole freaking time, man. Alright, we need the second portion now. Gotta figure out what I want to do with that last part there. Okay, now let's take that back and then figure out exactly what we want to do there. I think that might work. Yeah. Alright, that will work. Okay. I'm going to record the mono split signal over top. It'll sound a little weird for a second, but it'll be fine. You know what I need? I need a second camera that's just pointed at the cats. Can you imagine? Just a literal second camera just for the damn cats. You know, I almost wonder if there's a way that I could use my phone and have like a second angle. Even though the phone isn't exactly what I'd want to do, but it would be cool. Do any of you guys have any animals? What type of animals you guys got? If you guys could have one exotic animal, what would it be? So if I do it, I have to do it like that. personal pack of wolves? That's insane. Not just a wolf, a personal pack of wolves. So that way you could get absolutely torn to shreds. Keep it simple. How about that? That's what we'll do. Alright, let's record an official one for that. Drag it up. Think that's good? Alright, now let's do that one more time and we'll be good. I came in a little late, a little sloppy, but I think I am able to get away with that there. Let's hear that back. Yep, all good. Yeah, but sometimes wolves will kick their own asses. They do be taking care of each other, though. So. But also, they play rough, man. You know? They get a hold of you the wrong way. God damn. And wolves are so much bigger than people fucking realize. Like, it's like twice the size of a regular, you know, like golden retriever. They're like 2 golden retrievers put together. They're massive. They're absolutely ridiculously big. They're absolutely ridiculous. I think as far as like I really like reptiles. I'm not much of a bug person anymore. I don't know, something in my brain like clicked like 5 or 6 years ago where like bugs just freak me out. But I also have a fascination with them. Like I used to love bugs as a kid. Like I have this big scar right. It's not really that big, but it's a big scar considering what it's from. But I have a scar right here on my hand. It probably would be too hard to see, but it goes right here next to where the tattoo on my finger is. And the scar is from me literally catching bugs. You know, the old, when you're a kid, put the bug in a pickle jar and stab the top of the lid for air. Well, I was stabbing the pickle jar with a steak knife, and I was having a hard time getting it out and putting it in. So I stabbed real hard and went boom right into my finger when I was a kid, and it went slid, hit like that side, like where the bone is there, and then like kind of went a little sideways. Bro, I could feel everything. It was so fucking painful, and I was bleeding really bad from it. It's actually the super deep parts are still there. But I mean, it's only like the scar is only like that big anymore. about that big, you know, about 12 inches. um, yo, what, yo, AC, what's the worst pain you've ever been in, bro? I think the worst pain I've ever been in. Okay, so I have a couple, and I have a couple that would sound really cool, but if I'm being just like straight up, if I had to like genie in the bottle, you get one wish, not three, and it's like, you know, you could never have that pain again. That was the only wish I could make. It was like, what pain would you want to take away? It would be fucking tooth pain, because every cavity I've ever had has been like the worst, achingest fucking pain ever. And I know that sounds so lame, but bro, tooth pain is like the fucking worst pain. I hate it. It puts you down. You can't work. You can't eat. You can't talk. Everything sucks. It's constant. It's just like the fucking worst. But I think, I don't know what, I've done so much painful stuff. Trying to think what else there would be that would be like absolutely the worst. I mean, I've broken bones, torn shit, um, stuff that stuff that pokes off the top for me. When I broke my ankle, it actually didn't hurt that bad until like later on. Breaking your ankle sucks pretty bad. Pretty recently, tore my rotator cuff. That was only like a year ago, year and a half ago. No, that was probably like 3 years now, actually. I'm thinking back. Tooth pain when it comes to physical pain. Yeah, bro. It really is like the worst pain. And you know what I really fucking hate? I should make a video about this. You know what I hate? I hate those little greedy motherfuckers that walk around, never had a cavity in their whole fucking life, and not know what tooth pain is, bro. You ever met somebody like that? Ain't never had a cavity, don't know nothing about tooth pain? Like, fuck you, man. Like, honestly, fuck you, buddy. You are the worst type of person. You at least need to experience a toothache one fucking time in your life to just know, to be able to have empathy for somebody, because like that's the type of pain I'm like, I gotta call off work, or I'll go in with my type of job and be like, guys, pick up the slack for me today because my fucking tooth is killing me. I'll tell you what, I probably would never show up to work if my teeth looked like this. Tearing my rotator cuff was pretty painful, honestly. And I had to go to work like, not the next day, but the day after. I had to drive 3.5 hours to Philadelphia. I had to do this job with my buddy who was working with us at the time. And that shit was so annoying. Like, because with epoxy flooring, you know, you're squeegeeing, rolling a floor out. And, dude, trying to squeegee and roll a floor with one arm is the worst. Yeah, I mean, the pain from the tooth gets so bad that it like fucking makes you have a fever. Not only that, but like the tooth is scary because some people let that shit go. If the infection gets bad enough, that shit will go straight to your brain and just kill you. Like that infection will legitimately kill you. I don't know how people back in the fuck, like how as humans have we not evolved to just like be able to handle things with our teeth? I mean, maybe we did to an extent. I guess if you think about it, it's kind of like the way we eat processed foods and sugar now. It's breaking down our teeth in a way that we've never had before. So it's kind of not really something that we can fucking control, you know, because our teeth are made to handle, you know, sugars from fruits and stuff, not from fucking Skittles and fucking Airheads and shit. um... Trying to think of some patterns here to go with that. Not necessarily trying to write it right now, but just curious to come up with some stuff. I do want to have the Floyd Rose with it for sure. We can do that later. For now, let's. I was almost thinking, let's see how this sounds, okay? Hold on, let me grab this. Let's duplicate this one. Because I kind of want to see how this sounds with doing an open strum. Warm salt water is your best friend when it comes to tooth pain. Yeah, it's good for cleaning it, but as soon as you eat something or fucking bite down the wrong way, it's just like, ugh. Get the vibe that I'm trying to make with that. Petting the cheese. All right. Maybe that should be like an octave guitar there. You know what I mean? Like how I have like it could be like the mono source maybe with I don't know, what do you guys think? I think that it would sound cool there. I just don't know exactly how to go about it. Let's record it, see how it sounds. Hell yeah. Is that the one where you drive around with the cars? Alright, so I'm gonna throw this down here, and I'm thinking maybe we will use that on the octave guitar. So we'll see how it sounds, because maybe instead of going there, it'll be halfway through the first portion, and then we'll guitar solo that last part. It's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't know exactly how I want to manage it, but maybe, yeah, okay. Now let's re-record it on the octave one. Sorry, I have so many freaking tracks open on this. Just a lot of demo work going by. Yeah, you drive around in a car and blow each other up and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. I think I probably still have that on PS2, bro. Or PS1. I don't remember, but I do know I used to play that all the time. Good game. I think they brought it back at some point. Like, it was gone for a while, then they brought it back. She's like laying partially off the freaking couch. I don't understand it. Why don't you get on the couch a little bit? Got freaking hair falling everywhere. You simpleton. You freaking simpleton. Yeah, you. Yeah. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, sounds good. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Canceled, what's up? Veiled, what's up? Hair emo style, good. Alright, I'll take it. I appreciate it. What's good, my friend? Hope you are doing great today. Yo, I am doing great, man. Thank you very much. What part of the song is this? Great question. Thank you for tuning in. So this is kind of coming out of first verse into, why don't we just go ahead, I'll show you what we got so far, okay? There's no bass or anything yet, so keep that in mind. And we gotta come up with a transition. Thank you. That transition there, we gotta come up with something. Thinking right there it comes in, then we go into guitar solo. That's how we have to do it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now. Right now. We gotta do it right now. Alright, let's go. Go back to the mono guitar there, the octave. Let's get rid of that bullshit. And we're going to record it halfway. I think just going 8 bars, and then we'll do another 2 8-bar 16, but it's technically, doesn't matter. Then we're going to do guitar solo, okay? So let's record those octaves one more time. What is this technically? Because you're technically doing the octave, but you're also hitting that. So what is that? What type of chord is that? Like, I don't know exactly what to call that, because it's not like you're also just doing the, you know, you're not just doing that. You're also mixing in that octave. So what would that technically be? I don't know what that, you know, the technical chord or the technical name for those are, but they're metal as fuck. How about that? We'll call them the metal AFs. How about that? Again, thank you, Nathan. Are you hitting the lower string directly above the octave? I'll give you a quick. So it's starting from the low, it's 7 7 muted 9. So it's nothing, and then it's just the octave on an E octave, adding that finger right here. Sorry, I unplugged. Adding above that E, which is technically just adding a B to it. So it would be B, E, and then on the G string hitting E. What are those called? I have no clue. Lowered fourth, I think. I don't know because I have no clue. They're cool though. All right, let's get that out of here. Now we got this one. I'm guitarist too, so my theory's fairly shit. Yeah, I feel you. Like I can read the guitar pretty good, figure things out, you know, but I've never taken lessons or, you know, anything crazy. So let's see what that would sound like when we grab the lead guitar tone. All right, let's go in. Let's start it from that first part and create a mood. All right, I have an idea for a solo now. Why can't I get it right? That's how I want to start the solo off. So let's like go into it. Oh wait, I remember what I did now. I went like that's what I did. Instead of trying to like fuck all my fingers up and go from doesn't matter. Let's try again. Try again. I'm building a solo, so you should bring it in with the squeal, then go into the run coming up. Okay. You should bring it in with the squeal. Well, see, okay, so with this, I'm not actually going to record the solo on this guitar. I'm going to grab one of my Floyd Rose guitars and have some dive bombs and stuff in there, just sort of work it. But yeah, I'm trying to come up with like a couple little runs that'll be good to mess around with, to kind of build off of. You know, because I mean, there's T.O. What's up? I don't know if I said what's up to T.O. Yeah, what's up, T.O.? Donovan, what's good, man? Yo, Donnie, Big D, Big Don. With the dive bomb at the start. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to either grab the Jackson, or I'm going to grab the USA Fender with the Strat. I don't know which one I'm going to grab yet, though. Because they're both, yeah, right now they're both in half step down. Because those are kind of like both my thrash machines. So this is just like my stream guitar, really. What's up, bro? One break at work. So stopped in to say hi. Yo, Big Don. Thanks for stopping in, man. Always good to see the homie. Big Donnie. Bro, that's so fun to say. Yo, Big Don. Welcome in. All you cool people. T.O. or AC, thank you very much. All right, let's let's work it in one more time. Let's go from when those weird octave things come in. All right. I don't know. It'll be something like that. Do some squeals here and there. Do some wheels here and there with the Floyd Rose. I'm really not that good at guitar. Like, I fucked around enough to make it sound cool, you know? I'm a third, so I was called Donnie as a kid. Hell yeah. Yo, that's sick. Are you still throwing in the tapped Phrygian part? Probably. I need to figure out a cooler way to do it though, cause it needs to be quick. I was originally thinking of doing the whole thing, it just being in a Phrygian scale, you know. I don't even remember how to do it. I'll have to remember, but yeah, I was thinking about starting from the top. You know, I don't know. I was thinking about working with just the Phrygian, but I think that there's more to it than just that. I kind of want to work around with the solo a couple more times, and then we have a part where I'm gonna be like kicking in with the blast beats um, somewhere in the song. I have this idea to like sort of change the vibe of the song a little bit with sort of like some trem picking stuff with some blast beats like this. And, you know, the general idea is like you know, but we'll get to that. Right now, let's fuck around with this lead guitar a little bit. Cuz I want to get a general idea of what I want to do here. So let's build it up from the octave section up to the solo. Yo, Max Steel, dude, you say I'm not that good at guitar. I would disagree. You're awesome. Yo, thank you so much, Max Steel. Also, that name is awesome, bro. That's like a superhero. Is that a superhero? Am I tripping? Hey, Siri. Is Max Steel a superhero? Max Steel is a superhero film based. Yo, let's go, dude. I was gonna say, if Max Steel is not a fucking superhero, they're missing out. That's sick. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I love superheroes too. I actually collect a lot of comic books. I can't believe that I didn't know that, or maybe I did and I just subconsciously knew. I forgot to do the switch and then I messed myself up. All right, let's try that again. One more time. One more time. I don't know. Anyways, let's. Oh shoot! You know what I should do? I should try and get a quick little demo, and we'll mute it, so that way I won't forget it, and the idea will be there, and then we can move on, and we'll go to the next part. All right. Because this almost feels like the ending of a song, but that's why I want like a little break in there. Because as you guys heard at the beginning of the song, it does that part. It's very repetitive. So I wanted the song to sort of change up. You know, I wanted it to change and give a little break. And then now I want to move to getting that little bit of solo I've been doing here. That'll be the idea. Later on, I'll grab the other guitar, actually work on it, record it, and for now, we'll keep working on the song. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and record a little demo of that and move on. All right, anyways. Actually, I wanna feel it, you know. You gotta record from the feel, you know, the gut. I don't know. I'm just goofing at this point. Anyways, let's go ahead and snip some of that back. Gonna keep that majority there. And now let's mute this track. That's gonna be the demo. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We can keep it there. We can keep it there. It doesn't matter. We're not messing with that tone anymore. Let's go back to the main guitar tone. And we gotta come out of this section. So I almost feel like if we're going to go into that blast beat part, because we got to come back into the main thing. I don't know whether or not to do it right here, right now, but it's got to come back in. So we might have to do like a sloppy little transition into it, so that way we can figure out how we want to do it instead of trying to figure it out 100% and then doing it, which will just drive me fucking insane. Anyways, let's hear it from the beginning. Those of you that just came in, I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to play what we have from the beginning, all right? Trying to crack my knees, bro. There it is. Cracking both my knees because I'm a fucking old man. And I gotta crack everything every couple minutes. Quit messing with my cord. My cat's messing with my cord right now. girl. Move on. No. She's being a love bug. I'm getting there, man. I'll be one eventually. I'm definitely going through more shit than a lot of people my age have. Ah! No. This bottle of water I opened up like 3 days ago. I've just like had it in here. Had it from work. Alright. Let's get down to business. So we need to come out from that last section you just heard. You know, the... Alright. And we need to fully... It's a key switch. It's like... almost sounds like a genre switch. And then somehow bring that back into the first part of the song. Unless we go ahead and bring back the first part now. You know what I mean? So let's actually try that. Maybe we can do the blast beat stuff later on. That can just be like a quick section. That'll be like before we get to the final bit of the song. So we need a transition there. Okay. So now we need something simple that tells the listener, hey, we're bringing you back to the OG. We're bringing you back to the crib. Okay, because those are the drums to the main riff. And it's probably just a 1, 2, 3, 4. Something simple like that we need to bring us back to that original part. We could make it a bass part. Make the bass do that beginning part. You know, the... Because that's basically what we need. Maybe we could do... Nope, that didn't help. Gotta play it up. Okay, well, first things first, we definitely need to do this. Ron. Yo, what's good, Ron? What's up, my man? What's good with you, man? All right, so let's do a kick and a cymbal choke. So we're going to come out of the guitar solo part here. The guitar solo is muted. And then we're going to go into the cymbal choke. And then maybe we'll just do dun dun dun. Like simple, you know? Bum bum bum. Done. So let's actually try that. Wow. 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 Hold on. Wow. All right, let's glue this little part here together. I'm going to copy items, right click, glue items. MIDI is now glued. Oh my god. Oh my god. We did it. So let's hear this. So I think it actually comes in on this weird little portion here. Yo, Aaron. It's irritating me though how some people in their early 30s are trying to make it seem like they're 80 all of a sudden. Dude, I just feel old, man. Alright. And you know what? Things ain't how they used to be. Shit is changing so rapidly. And it's just like, you know, people born and, you know, they're literally any time before, like, fucking millennials. Like, they've had time to face changes. You know what I'm saying? So, and like it seems like those years from like millennial birth up until now, everything is just rapidly changing, and it's like everybody's always had time, enough time for the human brain to be able to process it and for you to be able to like handle that change. But like being young and going through so much change at once, it does kind of have an impact and make you feel like a little older and make you feel a lot more stressed out. And there's a lot of shitty things going on right now and a lot of good things going on right now, but it's just like everything is fucking stressed. You know, it's like everything is so stressful. So it's I don't know. That I guess that's why so many young people anymore feel like they're so fucking old at a young age, because everything's constantly changing. Everything's so fucking fast paced that at the usual time periods of like advancements, I mean, dude, like when I was born, cell phones were not even really a thing. It was like fucking pagers at that, and you know, using landlines for everything and VHSs, and now it's like you can fucking watch a movie on your phone by spending $10 a month. Any movie you could really think of for $10 a month on this streaming platform. It's just crazy. Like things have really gone so far, especially with AI. But I guess it just kind of makes you feel a lot older. So I guess that's from a young person's perspective. If that makes any sense. Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I'm adding 3 there, and it does need to be that dun 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 dun. But that third hit is when we hit the 1 on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So this just needs to be dragged over like this. There we go. Okay, so let's come out of the guitar solo part and into transitioning back into the intro. This is how easy a transition can be, you guys. This is why most people have problems with writing music, because they don't know how to take this riff that they have and then this other riff that they have, combine it together. I struggle with this sometimes because like it is kind of difficult, but doing it as easy as possible is starting off as simple as possible. And this is really as simple as you can get. We're going from halftime, same tempo, into our intro riff again. That's what makes a good songwriter to a great songwriter, is fucking transitions. And AC and TO and all you guys, I know you guys have heard me say it a million times, but for anyone new, if you're writing songs, work on your fucking transitioning. because some of the best and newest and most modern music has all types of influences in it, and you might go, well, how the hell would I make something like that? Transitioning. Seriously, your transitions into each section to section is going to make your song so much better. And I say it all the time. It's like literally the number one thing to work on. You have the riffs, you have the guitar chops, you got the knowledge of how to record, but for some reason your songs seem lackluster and they don't have any feel to them. The transitions are ass. I guarantee it. They're butt cheeks. Make your transitions better, make an impact on each individual section, and people will go, ooh, that was cool. Every time you hear a song and you go, ooh, it's because of some type of transition or because of the vocal transition. It's just some type of transition in the song made you go, ooh. So, there you go. Work on that. I'm spitting the real shit while my cat's over here licking her ass. And I'm scratching her toes. Alright. Let's get it. See what I'm saying? How fucking sick was that transition? And it was literally just me putting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 bit of time and space in between, and then the cymbals going and then going back in. Boom, done. Simple. Easy as that, bro. And it sounds sick, and it's basic, and there's so much more that you can like add on top of that. It's fucking awesome. Alright, for some reason my stream is starting to lag. Hold on, let me make sure everything's good. Camera's good. Laptop's good. Everything looks okay. It might have just been a little hiccup in the internet. If I keep lagging, make sure you guys comment and let me know when you guys see a hiccup. Alright, let's go. So let's go ahead and do this transition here. Alright, so let's do that. Yo, what's up, Metalhead? I missed your last stream. It's alright, dude. I've had a couple streams since you have started joining streams. It's all good. That's why I always, and you might have it on. Sometimes YouTube isn't always on it, but make sure that you have the bell notification on. And I will say, I will be streaming tomorrow, which usually I don't do on Mondays. So everyone listen to this real quick. I'm going to stream tomorrow, but I'm leaving to go out of town Tuesday through Thursday for work. I'm bringing all my stuff with me, but that does not mean I will be streaming every day. Dude, when I'm in these hotel rooms, it is so hard to like actually get comfortable and make a comfortable spot and like have everything set up right. And I bring so much shit with me, and we're gonna make it worth it, man. So expect the first day, Tuesday, is gonna be a hard ass day of work. It's gonna be long. I'm gonna have to drive a long time, work a long time. I'm gonna get back to the hotel. By the time I shower, it's probably gonna be like 6, 7, maybe 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna have woke up at like 3 o'clock. So realistically, like a 16-hour day. It's gonna be fucking long as shit. So probably Wednesday and Thursday when I get back. So I'm gonna bring my stuff, and most likely Wednesday will be the stream. So tomorrow and Wednesday I will be streaming. If for some reason Tuesday is just I'm able to, I got the energy, I'll do it, but expect Wednesday for when I'm out of town. Alright, so let's Make sure we nail this transition, and then let's record it, okay? Let's go! I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Let's just do it. Let's just record. Let's go ahead. Let's activate our left guitar. I feel you, man, but I've noticed this. I'm old now. Mentality didn't really start until it blew up on old school. Social media here recently. It kind of makes you think media much of a hold. It does. Social media definitely has a hold on society. I mean, my God, for bands. I mean, if you're not like somehow making content for your band and trying to look cool online, there's like almost no way. There's very few genres, which is why I love metal so much. And even metal bands are doing it. But like metalheads recognize metalheads and they stick around. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily need to do that for that stuff. And it's fun, you know, it is to make content and stuff, but it's also stressful, like knowing that you have to, if that's what works for your band and you have to do that, that's stressful. All right, Wednesday. Tomorrow and Wednesday. So, yeah. What what's your work? Or do you not talk about that? No, I talk about it. I work construction. I do epoxy flooring, commercial flooring, decorative flooring, whatever you wanna call it. You know, we go in, we grind the concrete down, and vacuum everything up, get it all prepped and ready, and then whatever type of floor they get, we do that. We also do cove base on walls. You know, make a seamless floor basically. And we're actually going to be doing a Buffalo Wild Wings. So that's where I'm going to be headed Tuesday morning. Real early. Guy dude, bro. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's see here. Alright, let's record that transition. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for sticking around. The song's going to be a banger. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And tap that bell. Show your name off a little bit. Alright, so what I want to do there is I just want to record the left and then the right guitar for that transition, and then we'll start recording for the next part, okay? It was a bit sloppy, but I think it worked. Yeah, that works. Record the right. Honestly, like this type of song with this guitar riff, like it's so weird. Metal, like it would be impossible to take this type of riff and just the sound of doing those and make that into like a pop song. I mean, I'm sure that there's some way possible to do it and like kind of cheat a little bit on it, but you're not taking wait for it. You're not taking that and making it into a pop song. It's just like, it's metal, man. It's freaking awesome. You know? And I do want to put this in the stream right now. if any of you guys are sort of behind on stream, tap your screen, look at the bottom right on your phone, and press skip ahead so that way you guys are in the stream where you should be. Oh, I'm challenging you, Metalhead. I would love to see you take this riff. Matter of fact, here you go. Here you go. This is it. You'll figure out the rest from here. Check it out. I'm in E flat 0 5 8 0 7 or no 0 5 8 0 8 11. Turn it into a pop song. Let me see it. Roll it. Let me see it. I genuinely could not see anybody, like, I don't know. Like, how would you do it? It's so easy to turn pop songs into metal songs because they're so simple and because they are the beginning structures of, like, more difficult chords, more intricate chords, you know? It's like the reason that country and pop are such a big thing now. It's like the pop country shit is so big because it's just so easy to intertwine those genres together. You need like something that's more chaotic to work with metal. Like those guys that do the jazz metal stuff. That's why that stuff works. It's so freaking chaotic. It just freaking works. Exactly. That's my point. You would like drastically have to change it to the point where it doesn't even sound like it to make it into a pop song. And even if you did slow it down, taking that arpeggio and turning it into a pop song, it just doesn't work with pop that much, you know. Usually pop, you know, you want the regular, you want those chords. It was F I was looking for. Do some ska metal. But that's my point though. Is that's what makes metal so unique. Is it's you know it's like its own thing. But also I don't just play metal. Like we have three vastly different styles of music sessions just opened up. We got this Lamb of God style one, which is a totally different type of metal than what we're doing now. I got a Midwest emo session opened over here, and then we got this thrash song that we're working on, which I'm titling "Ghost of an Entity," which I think is a great title because just saying the word entity means that it is something that you embody, that it's something, it takes form of something. So you could say it's a ghost of an entity and sing about a haunted house. You could sing about a ghost. You could sing about some type of monster. Literally, an entity could be just a thing that you're describing. So it makes for like pretty easy writing. Amazing song lineup. People have been asking me to take some of my older songs and like make a playlist and play through them. I've considered it, But something that I need people to keep in mind is that everything that I write is like on the spot, and I don't always remember how to play it. I mean, I'll just be honest. Like I don't really remember how to play all those songs because I write them, I make them, and then we're making something new the next day. So it's not really easy to do. Anyways, why don't we go and get this next part started, okay? For now, actually, let's do this. Okay. I'm thinking. All right, so first the beginning of the song, okay? Not the very beginning, but when drums and everything kicks in, okay? The guitar part is played a little different. Okay, and then it goes to this for the actual verse. Okay, so I'm thinking we come out of the guitar solo part. All right. We're going to come out of that, and I guess that the guitar, I don't know. I feel like it should go straight back into. All right, let's do this. Let's make this easier on myself. Let's drag this in. Let's drag in these guitars for the first verse and see if it's okay, if it sounds okay. Was on a boat around Stockholm today. Hell yeah. My dude's getting it. Okay, so let's think as far as a verse. Okay, let's see if this is enough time for a full verse. Now this could be our switch here, okay? This is where we go into the blast beat. Let's do it. Sheila, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Relaxing, drinking some beer. Fuck yeah. AC just straight chilling. Just been chilling. Lots of work and little time. I feel you. I feel you. I'm getting ready to go out of town Tuesday through Thursday. So, yeah, I completely understand. Completely understand. Relaxing beer time with some metal. All right. I want to know if this will work. So hold on. Let's go. Let's hear what this sounds like at the final bit of the verse for us to go into this. I almost want like a sword sound, like the shing, before we go into this like trem picking black metal-y kind of sounding part. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like if we do that, we need to do like a dun 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 dun, and then it would sound a lot better. My week's been good. Besides when I was at work, we were working in this hot ass, old ass freaking factory in Pennsylvania. It was hot as shit. Came back. Now I've just been chilling this weekend, and luckily got a Monday off. Give it a bar of rest before the dun-dunning and the black metal part. A rest before. Hold on. So you're saying. Okay, so tell me if you think this will work. So this is my idea, because I think I am giving it some rest if I do it like this. But tell me if it's not enough. Okay? Let me record it, and then you just tell me if it's not enough. All right? Before I completely delete that, I'm going to just push it back so I don't actually delete it. Okay. Let's glue the item, push it back, and here was my idea. Tell me, and I'm trying to give it some rest before it, but I kind of want it to I still want it to be pretty quick. I don't know. Just tell me if you think it works. Let me record both tracks real quick and then tell me. Because I'm going to need to make the drums go with that guitar there. So those are going to have like time to sort of rest before that too. And what I could also do is then add back that reverse cymbal like from the beginning of the song, and it gives a good breath before, you know. What you got going on after this weekend, Sheila? Just get a quick little revision of this. Now let's change the drums to do that. Let's go back to work and go to the hairdresser on Thursday. And you, like I said, I gotta leave Tuesday through Thursday, and then I'll be back home on Thursday after like a long, hot freaking day. So basically just freaking working all week. Although I will say the place that we're staying, I think, or the job that we're working, I think the hotel we're going to is another nice one. I think so. My favorite hotels used to be the Hyatts. You know, they're like really high end hotels. But recently, I really have been enjoying going to the Home 2s. They're it's literally just called Home 2. And anytime we stay at one of those, I love it because usually the guy that I end up rooming with, he brings his computer as well and plays video games. And there's one desk section, and then there's another section for another desk. And we ask one of the other guys, you know, if we can borrow the desk chair from their room, and then typically we'll both be able to have our setups with a desk and everything. So those have been my favorite instead of having to like, you know, fucking figure it out, you know. But I think we'll be staying at one of those. Was my point. Hopefully, anyways. Plus, I like having a bigger hotel room. 'Cause there's sometimes you just kind of want to like go to the other side and like just get away and chill. There's also a part of me that just wishes I had my own fucking room every time. What do you think? Does that work for you, Metalhead? And then to make it feel like you're getting even more of a breath of air right there, I think, you know, we could do this. It works fine. Do you think it's enough though? Nothing to complain. Oh, yo, that's sick. Yo, that's sick. Oh, I thought you were saying that you worked at the hairdresser. You're going to get your hair done. Nice. Going to go spend that big money. Don't rush it after that part. Okay. I just don't really know what to do before going in, because in other parts of the song we already have so many like pauses, like longer pauses. Yeah, but I mean the whole point of the stream is to have, you guys help out and help create it. I'm just trying to um, get your vision and put it out. This is just how I was imagining it going in. Kind of reminds me of like a Warbringer part. And I guess that it worked really well with them, like sort of doing something like this and then going straight into the blast beat. So I'm just like, I guess that I'm hearing it the way that like I've kind of heard it before. So yeah. I haven't heard the other part of the song. It's this well, there's no other part yet. All there is just the trim picking. So I'll show you exactly what it would do here. One more time. It actually sounds sick now that I hear your vision. Yeah! Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, and what I really freaking love... Thank you, dude. Thank you. Sometimes a little validation helps me finish a song out. I feel a burst of energy. I'm ready to go again now. Because my initial thought was, how the hell do I take this? Like how do I even go about going from this into this? Because it's a key change. It stays in the same tempo, though, so it's not like I'm building up to something else. And it's, like, completely different than the rest of the song. So for me, it was really weird. And I think the thing that I did right here that is my favorite is I took this reverse cymbal. Listen. Okay, so I take that, and right when the first cymbal choke happens is where it gets cut off. So the cymbal, that cymbal swell, that reverse cymbal swell, goes up to that first choke, and it sounds like this. I'll just do drums and that so you can hear it, okay? See what I mean? It goes right up to there, which is like where the pause starts, and it kind of like intensifies that, and it really helps it out a good bit. Kind of sounds like it has some black metal to it, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, and that's kind of where I wanted to go with. That's what I wanted to add to it. Um, Here, let's play along with it one more time. I think what I might do is add some harmonizing trem picking there. So do the original. And then I'll let it go through that first time. And then the second time going through, I'll go higher up on the trem pick. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yo. Ooh, right there. With those drums. Yo, that'll be sick. All right, let's I want those harmonies. Let's try and do this. Let's try and do this. Okay, so let's record a first track for it. It's just trim picking, so I know I can nail this in like a first take or something. But I did not make sure that I'm tuned, because this part will probably stay permanent. So let me make sure that my guitar is in tune, and we'll be good. Sheila, do you upload your songs to Spotify? If there were vocals to them, I would. I'm getting ready to just say fuck it and upload the songs that me and my buddy have done, and I've been sitting on for like so much time. Way different than this type of stuff. They're more like Midwest emo pop punk songs. But I do have a band called Narc. Everybody sort of has moved away. So we haven't done anything for a couple of years. I did have him come over, do vocals on a few songs, so I do have some stuff that I need to work on and just put out there. But it's like my energy going towards that is so low because of, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like I want to put any energy into it for some reason, and I need to. But I will say this. I've been slowly working on being able to just do some vocals myself. So some of the songs that I really like, I'll just start doing some vocals to myself, Making a black metal song. Well, I'm doing a little black metal section here. How about that? It'll have a little black metal vibe to it, for sure. Just for you, AC. I like how melodic a lot of black metal is. The thing I don't like about a lot of more modern black metal is how fucking boring it gets throughout the album. It's like, okay, I'm digging the vibe, but then like it really just kind of stays the same most of the time. With like the newer black metal bands, they're like hipster black metal, and you can't even really hear the vocals at all. It's just kind of like another noise in the song, and it's kind of annoying. I don't know. That's why I don't really listen to much black metal, because it just kind of gets annoying. Dude, I need to, man. It's just a matter of keeping it going. I just got to do it. I mean, seriously. I need to suck it up and just freaking sit down, write the vocals. One day when I'm home alone, I'm not getting on anybody's nerves. Then I can just freaking nail it out and try some different things, you know? I just gotta suck it up and quit being a fucking baby. The hardest part is starting. Exactly. It is really, that's the hardest part of doing anything, is just going, okay, I'm gonna do this, and actually just fucking doing it. Like, it's really the fucking hardest part of everything. I feel like that should be there. All right, let's try this out. Hopefully you've had a lot of success, because you're very talented. And every time I'm here and I see you, that I think to myself, wow, that sounds so good. Sheila, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I hope some stuff goes good soon too. It's a mixture of me being lazy on top of you know, the way that the system works with YouTube. It just doesn't like me, I guess. I don't know. It's like a mixture of both, really. I don't really get to catch a break too often with like videos and stuff. Sorry guys, I'm checking something. Alright, and we're back. Alright. Now let's actually record that. And then get that last part. the next little section there by itself. My headphones are tweaking out. I'm using on my phone. Why? What type of headphones are they? Are they some poo-poo doo-doos? Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, AC. Bro, I will definitely... Y'all are my rock at this point for keeping things going. Y'all are the only reason that I can get on here and do it anymore, really. It feels... I don't know, man. All the time that I put into videos, I just keep going and going and going. And, you know, I keep running out of ideas, especially for the content that I make. Like, if I want to try something new or do something else, I either have to keep recycling the same video, and that's not what I want to do, or I need to spend money to, you know, test new things out, and that's not something I want to be able or have to do either. So it just makes it so much more annoying. Okay, so it seems to be doing a bump, 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 but we need to have one more in there to keep it going. Like this. Like, I feel like it should go on, you know, at least one more time here. So let's do that. And, you know, maybe we even change the beat up a little bit. But what would that sound like if we take... let's see what that sounds like going from... All right. So with that harmony there, thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Seriously, I appreciate it. I think a part of the reason as well is, you know, what I do for my streams is, you know, it takes a lot of patience to sit here and hear the songs. And, you know, what I used to do before, you know, YouTube kind of screwed my viewership. They don't really push my videos out. You can see the numbers used to be in the thousands of viewers at least every video I would do. And then they went down after I got copyrighted. And I've been going back at it, but the numbers kind of fluctuate a lot now, so it's not how it used to be. So I kind of messed that up on my own. But I will say that I'm gonna keep going, and that it definitely does. I just wish that my streams would get out to the right people, because it's hard to, you know, get it out to the right people, you know. Okay, so instead of doing this harmony there, we're going to wait for it. Let's just throw this down here. Let's get this next one. Because we want this to go on twice, and going back and forth between the higher harmony and the lower just sounds weird. So let's re-record, or not re-record. Let's just record on top of this real quick. And we have to fix that last part there, which might actually be the key to having that harmony there and switching back and forth on it. So we need to go with these drums. You guys hear these drums at the end? Dun, 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 dun. We need to actually make those like, so we need to add something there, some substance with it, like some power chord type things there. But yeah, man, I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, man. If you're wondering why it didn't go to the sub goal, it's because if you hit subscribe, but then don't tap the bell, and even if you tap the bell later, it still won't show up. If when you first subscribe and then tap the bell, it'll show up, but if you don't do it that way, then it won't show up. I don't know why it does that. I don't know how to fix it in Streamlabs, but it is what it is. Either way, appreciate the sub, man. Hope to see you some more in the future, all you guys, man. Okay, so that bum, which I'm probably just gonna go. So let's do that. Right here. Whoa. 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 Okay, looking good. Bro, I turn into such a mouth breather whenever I'm focused in on stuff. I'm just like... Now let's hear that transition there. Oh, yeah, daddy. Yeah, that's what we needed. So let's go ahead and do some more trim picking. Let's start with the left guitar. Reminds me of the band Mayhem. Yeah, dude, Mayhem's sick. Mayhem's D Mysterious Dome Satanist album. That's quality. Thanks, bro. I'm getting ready to record the bass here soon too. I had some ideas for like a little bass part, but you probably haven't even got to hear the beginning of the song yet. So actually, let's record this next half. And before you leave, let me show you what we got so far. There's no bass, but not yet. It's right here. You know, we're gonna get her, but let's get this last little portion here of this trim picking, and I'll show you what we got so far. Okay, I think you'll like it. I do have the guitar solo muted though, so we're gonna come back to that. We have an early guitar solo, which is sick. All right, let's do it. Whoa! All right, now we're good. And we'll do that there at the end again. Now we need to record the right guitar. Now this is where I don't know if we really want to, you know, go into it with the harmony that whole time. Like, so let's hear what it would sound like. And then either way, we can go from the... We can go and still pick back up on that stuff there. So, on those power chords there. So, I guess let's try. I mean, there's no harm in trying it. And, you know, also we need to just get something down. So, let's do it. Let's get those da-da-das at the end. And then let's listen to the song from the beginning. And I'll take a quick bathroom break, too. That's what I thought. Matter of a fact. That should be good. All right, now let's start it from the beginning. I'll be right back, you guys. Let me know what you think. I'll be right back. That was pretty good timing. I ain't gonna lie. It's got that hell yeah brother vibe. Yeah, got that hell yeah brother vibe, man. I ain't no liberal sissy. Sick as fuck. Dude, I can't wait to add this fucking guitar solo in there. I'm gonna have another guitar for it. Also, what time is it? 7. I'm heading to Lowe's when I get off of here because, you know, I told you guys a couple weeks ago, it's been raining so fucking much where I live. And I finally have caught a break with the weather and work and stuff. So what I'm gonna be doing, is I power washed my fence. I got a couple boards to replace, and I'm gonna be putting some sealer on it. And me and my son are gonna go get the stuff for it and do it tomorrow. But obviously, I gotta get there before they close, and it's Sunday, so gotta get there as soon as I get off here, pretty much. Um, but yeah, I got some shit to do tomorrow. Plus, God damn it, I gotta pack all my bags. I gotta pack all this stuff up so I can bring it out of town with me, just so I can stream to you guys for what's potentially gonna just be one day. Cause Tuesday is gonna be freaking crazy for work, bro. It's gonna be a hard ass day of work. It should really, in reality, it should be a 4-day job. It should be Tuesday through Friday with the system we're doing. But of course, it's gotta get done sooner. Pisses me off. Chair? But I don't understand. Yeah, dude. Skelly. Dude, people used to talk about Skelly all the time. No one talks about Skelly anymore. Maybe I need to make him more prominent. Where did I originally have him, AC? I don't even remember. Where was Skelly originally at? Like right there or something? We need to get to the next part of the song, which is going to be a new part of the song. And I'm thinking maybe we save this last portion for the final stream. But what we do today, we get the bass, we add some little things, some little salt and pepper things here and there, and fix anything that needs fixed, like drum fills, stuff like that. We can do a little bit of that on what's finished now. Some of the guitars do need re-recorded. They're kind of sloppy, especially in the beginning. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. With this guitar tone, I don't know what it is, but this guitar riff is really hard to make it sound clean. Like, I need a more dry type of guitar sound. All right, Sheila, that's cool. Until next time. I'll catch you. Thanks for staying. Thanks for sticking around, hanging out. All right. We do have this transition here that's sort of blank right now. We have to do something with that. I don't know if that'll get done today. Like, I need to do something with that. I don't know if I feel like dealing with that today. I still got to make dinner and run to Lowe's. So, like, there's a lot that I still got to do. Which I guess it's not a lot, but a lot before I can just chill for the day and say, okay, I did what I was supposed to do. You know? The family man activities, yep. Comes with the territory. I will say, though, if I wasn't living that type of life, I would definitely be I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, because like I've had a guitar around me for a long time, and what made me say, okay, I want to actually get good at guitar was having a kid and being like, I got nothing to do when he takes naps and this and that, so I would get super stoned and grab the acoustic and start learning Sublime songs and stuff, and like actually trying to get good at guitar. You know, I could play like little licks and portions of songs and shit like that, just enough for like a little campfire ditty or something. But I wasn't really doing anything crazy. All right. Should we start working on bass now? Just to like have some bass in the song, or do you guys think it's too early? Cuz right now we have intro first intro we have that transition, yeah. So we have intro, first verse, then we have sort of a break in the song. I don't even know what we're going to do there, and with a guitar solo, which then leads us back into the first that first verse, or well, second verse, and then it goes into this black metal portion. And I don't know if we want to I don't know. It's metal, so I'm not really worried about a chorus. The only thing I'm worried about with metal is having something that sort of catches the ear and is a theme within the song for people to remember. That's why, like, writing metal, you don't necessarily need to have a chorus. Like you can figure it out as you go, like with a theme. So with this song in particular, I think maybe we come up with like a heavy ending or something, which is why I'm like, okay, where we're at now, we should finish the last portion of this a different day. And for now, we get some bass and kind of get like a finished product, kind of like a demo version of the finished product of what it would sound like with the bass and stuff. Then all we really got to do is finish the last portion of the song and guitar solo. Other than that, I mean, vocals and shit. But for what we're doing here, last portion of the song, guitar solo, bass. That's what we got. That's what's on the list right now. So it's actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's grab the bass. Come on. Let's go. Sounds like a plan? Boom. Let's do it. Dude, that little black metal part is freaking stuck in my head right now, dude. Oi, brother. Definitely a catchy little ditty. The itty bitty ditty committee. That's not my joke. That's a Bob's Burger joke. I marinated some chicken tenderloin last night in some soy sauce and garlic, and then I have a rub that I'm gonna put on it and cook that up for dinner. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be delicious. Thinking about literally just making some rice and then putting it on top of that, and I have a shit ton of fruit that we need to eat. So like that's gonna be the dinner, bro. I cannot wait. I'm like salivating just thinking about it. Hold on. Oh. You can yeah. Oh no, that's right. Did I lose? I think I lost the bass pick, both bass picks that I've been using for my streams. Oh, wait, I found one. Not the one that I want, but I found one of them. There we go. Nothing wrong with some bass. Love it. Let's get it then. I don't know if I have the bass tone I want for this song, but this bass tone usually works for the song, so. Also, I think I'm in the wrong tuning. I think I'm in C standard. I need to tune the guitar up or tune the bass up. No, I'm just in drop C sharp for another song we were recording. It was that Lamb of God style song. Looking good. Let's go. Alright, sounds good. Might be a little loud. Might not be loud enough. I don't know. I haven't tested anything yet. It's just here. It's there. Bro, that's hard to play on bass. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's fucking hard. That's not easy. I'm yeah. I don't know if I'll be doing I don't know if I'll be doing that. Bro, that's hard. Sounds cool as fuck on bass. Dude, that's black and white cat wear. Bean? Where's he at? Who's the black and white cat? You know who that is. That's Bean. Chinese veggie with it? Nah, just probably just the rice, the chicken, and the fruit. I'm not gonna go crazy. Crack, 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 crack. Bass good, bass good, bass good. Bass is life. Yeah, dude, this pick is shred. Look how flat it is now. Like, look at that, bro. Hold on. Oh, damn it! I have it on the tracking. Wait. That tip is flat. The bass sounds so good because we have the pentagram. All right, enough fucking around. This song hurts my hands. This song hurts. Alright, I need to actually fucking record this piece by piece. Let's do the beginning. And then yeah. Let's move on. Wasn't seeing a spirit cat. Yeah. You've probably seen Maya walk by a few times. Shit, actually, let me, before I do this, bro, hold on. I need to look up what time Lowe's closes, you guys. Come on, come on. Oh, damn, they close at 8. Okay, tell you what. Oh, shit. Let's do 20 more minutes. Let's do 20 more minutes because I need to do this. I need to do this. I'm leaving Tuesday. Tomorrow's Monday. I want to do it tomorrow. Me and my son are going to do it. We're going to put some new boards on. Maybe I'll even look at some stuff for my deck. I got to get the other portion of the deck that's in the open. I need some 2x6x8s. Or actually, yeah, 2x6x10s. For that. Not that I can fit that in my little dinky CUV, but I need to get pricing for stuff. So let's do 20 minutes. Let's rock some bass out. I can definitely get at least I know I can get this song up to where we are with the bass in 20 minutes. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Cuz they close at 8 and it's already 7 o'clock. Siri, set 20-minute timer. All right, let's go. I need to sharpen my pick. By the way, I learned this from a real old school guitar guy, a drunken buffoon, if you may. I work for this dude, old Italian guy. His whole thing, bro. Anyways, we don't have enough time for the whole story on Tony, but he taught me something that I've kept with me for years and years and years. If you have a pick, if you're using like a regular Tortex pick, you can actually do this with any pick. But you guys see how flat that pick is? So if you have carpet, any type of carpet, you can actually sharpen your picks. You just literally take the pick on the side. And we're back to a nice pointy pick. I mean, I don't know if you guys remembered what it looked like, but it was not pointed like this. So yeah, you can literally crazy forbidden techniques. Nah. Those are the secret techniques of drunken buffoons. That's like apparently he said it was like an old 80s trick, saving your picks. Like some guys used to like take a razor and like cut it to like sharpen the point again, but you know, you fucking take your pick and rub it on the carpet real fast and you get a sharp pick again. I mean, literally this thing is like fucking brand new again. The only thing that it does is it kind of makes it curve in a little bit, but you can do it about 2 times until the pick is kind of like, it's not really my pick anymore. But it works and it saves you. So, yeah, don't forget that one. I should probably make a video about that. That'd be a good little TikTok video. Anyways, we're out of time. Not out of time, but we're running out of time. Double check this tuning, and then let's hit it. I think the tuning is on the bass is good, though. But always like to check before we start recording. All right, we're looking good. Let's do this. Alright, if I'm going to play that on the bass, I need to actually record that part separately, because I keep forgetting it, and if I'm trying to record it all in one take like some idiot. Yeah, so we're going to record that part separate and then kick back in, okay? There we go. Alright. If we change that drum fill, we could actually make that a cool little bass section right there for that transition. And that could be pretty cool. Alright, so let's go in right here. We're recording first verse now. As you guys can see, I am in full focus right now on getting this done. Very close, very close. All right, you guys, I'm going to call that for now. We're going to save project. Thank you guys for sticking around, man. Get that out of here. All right, that's going to do it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and wrap all this up. This went a lot better than this song actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. It took me a minute to get to where I really wanted to be with this one. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for freaking doing the thing. Believing in me. I think, by the way, so what I used to do was post the songs on Patreon, and there was a paid version and a non-paid version, basically just to support and get full access to all the songs. Every other one I do, I basically put for free or paid. Just helping your boy out. I need to add more stuff on there. Patreon only content. It's just things kind of fell off, work got crazy. But with that said, I am sort of back in action as of now. So, with that said, I'm going to go to Lowe's, do some dad shit, and make some banging ass food, and maybe play some video games for the rest of the night. With that said, man, you guys have been great. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. I'll check you later. See you tomorrow.